Hello, everyone. Welcome to Xendurance HQ. Today I have two special guests, two boss ladies in our office, Michelle and Ashley. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for having us. Yeah. Thanks, Jay.
Today we want to talk about something that comes up a lot in direct sales and their objections, objection questions. So we are going to answer those for you today. So thank you for joining.
All right, let's get started. Let's go.
First one is I don't have the time or the money. Who wants to go first?
To me, when I hear that, I think I just don't really want to do it or I don't care. So I feel like it's okay to ask people, like, do you really not have the time or money, or are you just not interested in doing this? Because if you're not, that's totally cool. We've got other options for you. Or if you really don't have the time and money, how can I help you determine how much time you have to commit to this, or how can you slowly work it into your schedule? I think that's really what the real example is I don't want to make time or I'm not interested.
Yeah, awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think a lot of people look at their day and they don't want to trade in different things that they do. For example, I know a lot of people after they get home from work, they'll want to watch TV or veg out or do something. And while they may want to have a side hustle or a side gig to make some extra income, they just don't see the value of trading in that leisure time for a money-making opportunity. Or they may just look at it simply as this may be too much work for me. I don't know how to run a business. I don't know how to start a business. I don't even know who I would ask. So it's more of a fear thing, a fear of failure type thing of why they may just automatically be like, oh, I don't have the time, or, oh, I just don't have the money to start something like that. So I definitely love Ashley's approach of let's sit down maybe and see, do you have time for this? And how can I help you? If you don't have the money, what can I do to help you kind of find those funds to do that?
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of, the way I answer that, or I'll answer that by asking a question back. So I'll say, is it that you don't really have the time or you just don't value it? Because there's things that we value, right, in life, and like our health, for example. Like we go to the gym because we value how we want to feel and how we want to look. So I'll ask that question back. The money thing is, are there other circumstances that will then help you get to a point where you can make more money? So if they're saying, I don't have the money, I'll say, well, what other circumstances do you have in your life or opportunities that can help you change that? So this could be one. So that would be one way I handle that question. So,
and piggybacking off of what Jason is saying about maybe they do have the time, but they don't have the money. This is a great opportunity. We can get that out, right? It's a great opportunity to say, well, okay, you want to do this. You've got the time. Can I sponsor you? Because if you know that they're going to hustle, which I love that word, Michelle, because it is a hustle. You actually have to work at this. So you do have to put in the time. But if someone has the time, sponsor them, get them going, see what you can do to help. I think that's great.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right, question number 2. And you're going to hear this probably one of the first questions when you're talking to someone is this a pyramid scheme? Who wants to get this one first?
Okay, I'll start since Ashley started the last one. Is it a pyramid scheme? Well, first of all, I always tell people, well, pyramid schemes are illegal. And they're based on signups. So many moons ago, when multi-level marketing or direct selling or network marketing, however you hear the term, started, a lot of companies would say, if you sign up X amount of people, you're going to make X amount of money. And basically it was just this endless cycle of commission just funneling up because it was just based on signups from my understanding of it. And there's obviously multiple layers of this, but you actually don't earn any income with Team XND by signing someone up. The way you earn, and you can find this in the compensation plan, is by, people taking the product, people consuming the product. Again, the goal is to get as many people on healthy products that are good for them to support their health goals, their weight goals, their training goals, whatever they have. We have a product for them to help them using natural ingredients and using, medical grade research dosages level ingredients. So I think that's usually how I combat the pyramid scheme, is just quickly give them the information about it and then kind of explain a little bit about how our structure differs from that so they can see the clear delineation.
That is great. And that is great. And there's literally no one at the top that's receiving all of this because it's built out in legs, and you decide how you want to build your team, where people go, and like you said, the main goal here is to help you with your health, not like to just get you to sign up and buy a bunch of products. That's, I think, something unique about us is that we really care about people doing well. And if you sign up for Team XND and you don't do the business, no big deal. If you want to make some cash, great. But it's not a pyramid scheme because there's not one person just reaping the benefits. It's everybody helping everybody. So that's what's really cool about our program.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't have anything else to add. Michelle answered that perfectly from the actual, it's probably like more the definition of a pyramid scheme. It's illegal, but our model is designed where, you know, obviously you have to hear it from someone, so someone would be on top of you, but it's designed where you can make more money than that person above you. It is a working program. So good answer, Michelle.
Yeah.
Number 3. Let's just jump. Let's piggyback on that one. Is this MLM?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's number 3. Let's piggyback just off of that one. You'll hear pyramid scheme, but is this an MLM?
Why, yes, it is, Jason. It's
What?
multi-level marketing.
Tell me what that means to you.
To me, it means basically like word of mouth networking. Like, I am excited about something. I'm telling you about it.
Yep.
That's how the word gets around. It's not anything other than that, really. Is I like this. I want to share it with you. I'm going to make money off of my sales.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. The MLM stigma, just hearing that word has just a bad aura and feeling about it. So I personally use direct sales, or
Network marketing sales?
Network marketing?
I personally use direct sales.
He's not sure what he
or-
personally uses.
What do I use?
Do you say social selling?
Oh, that's it right there. So when we started
The
this, we
smarter
started
two.
this venture. I'll say direct sales or social level selling, because when we actually look back at how Xendurance, the company, grew, it really was. And as we know, we're in the gig economy, so social media platforms, it really grew through social level. So social media, person to person, community ambassadors, and even an app that we had. So that's really how we grew. So I say direct sales, just like Amazon is, or social level selling.
Yeah. I just tell people, yep, it's multi-level marketing because there's multi-levels. And everyone can earn at their own pace and their own rate. If, people sign up and, and you're not really into doing the business, but you do know people that are the people underneath you, they can do the business as well, and they could make more money than you if they're really working hard. So it's an opportunity also to share with people that could really benefit from this. I know a lot of friends of mine are stay-at-home parents or stay-at-home mom, or they travel a lot, or maybe they work like 4 on, 3 off type schedules, and they have a little bit more free time. So it's a great opportunity for them. And even though you may not want to do the business or share the business, there may be somebody else that does. So if you start building your team, you will see that the different levels, hence the term multi-level, people can earn at the rate that they are working. So you reap what you sow, friend.
That's right.
And also, I think something that's cool about it is a lot of people are just naturally excited about the product and they want to share it.
Yeah.
So why not get paid for it? Like,
Yeah, I love getting paid sharing.
even if you have a full-time job and you've got a busy life, but you naturally just talk about the product, like, why not get a little boost from it? Hello.
Yeah, and a lot of time I tell people too is with the multi-level marketing, I kind of base it almost like off of referral commission. Obviously, there's a lot more into it than just referral commission, but when someone's first coming on and, just word vomiting everything at them is always difficult to hear. So sometimes I'm like, it's structured similar to a multi-level marketing company, but think about earning referral commissions. I'm referring a friend. They're getting a great discount. They're getting a great membership. They're earning partner perks. And then you earn referral commission.
Absolutely.
I think it's a really easy way to bring someone in and kind of turn that paradigm on the multi-level marketing question.
Nice. Thank you, ladies. Question number 4. I think this is actually very interesting. I've only heard it one time, but it came up in the top 10 was, I don't take supplements.
You know someone that does, though.
But also, I think the word supplement just has kind of a weird stigma, and I hear it, and the first thing I think is bodybuilders. But really, we're selling vitamins. And if you care about your health, or, how many of us just pop a multivitamin every day and don't even know what's in it? We just do it because we think it's good for us. You don't take supplements? Well, maybe you should. Maybe it's time to start educating yourself. You take a multivitamin, let's look into what you're actually taking. What is this doing for you? What are you eating? What are your goals? Because we're not juicing here, folks. This is all natural ingredients that it's, food. It could be meal replacements. It's a multivitamin. It's replacing your energy drink. So it's not just supplements.
Yeah, exactly. I think supplements have a different word than vitamins. So I'll ask them a question back. Do you take vitamins? Do you work out? Well, what type of foods do you eat? Because just is it lack of education? But if you really knew just like the way that we mass produce foods these days, we are lacking our nutrients. So supplementation exists for a reason. It's not just for bodybuilding or just for working out, but it's for our daily health to replenish the levels that we actually need to get back to that we're not getting from our foods. So I'll ask those questions back to those people.
Yeah, I would say all of those are fair. And also, someone that does take supplements. Yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, and your parents probably take multivitamins. When people are younger, at least I know when I was like in my teens, in my early 20s, which now I'm in my mid 20s in case anyone's asking. But
you are.
Yeah. But when I would hear about vitamins, I was like, oh, that's for old people. But now I'm like, oh, wow, I need these vitamins, the amount of screen time we have, not here in Arizona, but the lack of sunshine in a lot of states, especially we had a really hard winter, really hard spring with a lot of rain and clouds. So I think there's definitely something to be said about leading more with the vitamins in certain scenarios versus just saying like, oh, we're a supplement company, we're a nutrition wellness company.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Next question. I don't have social media. Now, I personally haven't heard this, but it came up on the top 10. So have you guys come across this yet?
I have not come across it. People don't have social media, but I have heard a similar response about I don't use my social media, or I'm not active on social media. I just use it to stay up to date with friends, and I'm just more of what we call a looker versus a actual engager. So these are people that just like to browse social media and stay up to date on trending topics, but they're not really engaging on social media. So I've definitely heard that response before, and I think you can reach out to anybody at any time a different way. Text message, reaching out to friends, your gym, work, the grocery store. You kind of have to be a little bit more outgoing. Again, it's starting a business. Like if you want to do this and you want to do this as a business, you have to kind of get out of your comfort zone sometimes. But you have friends and you have family members, and everyone wants to see their family to have good health. So I think that there's definitely a way around that.
Absolutely. I know there's generations that don't use social media, like Michelle said, where they're not active on it, and they're on there to see pictures and friends and family. But there was at one point where we didn't have social media, and these business models did exist. So there is a way out there to refer or talk about these if you're passionate about. And so that's my alarm.
To take his vitamins.
Yes.
Supplements.
Let me get that.
Yeah, that's okay. My nose is like running, and I was like trying not to like rub it. Okay, so hang on. Momentary pause. Blow my nose.
It's the Ashley Show now, folks. So what do we want to talk about? While these fools are up and doing their thing, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
You guys would probably be really funny on a podcast.
Probably. What do you mean probably?
You think alike.
Yeah, duh. We're both cool.
I wasn't trying to pay you a compliment. That's what I was probably.
Well, you did.
My nose is going to look red like I just did coke in the bathroom.
It looks like you just farted, Jay.
I did?
Yeah. You're like
did.
letting it. Sneaking
I don't
one
even know
out
what I
real
was
quick.
saying now. What was the question?
Social
sorry,
media.
What? Do I have to get closer?
These
What am I doing?
these models existed before social media. Is what you were saying.
Oh, God.
And how you don't have to rely on social media to do this business.
Yeah, we had a little interruption there, so sorry I lost my train of thought. But what I was saying is, I know there's generations that don't use social media or aren't active, but at one point, social media didn't exist, and these type of business models did. So there's a way out there, to talk about products that you're passionate about within your network, and everyone has a network. So there is a way to do this without having social media.
Yeah, and I think Michelle touching on that, you're making your own business, you get to do it however you want. So if you want to use social media, go for it. If you want to just talk to people, if you want to send out a newsletter via mail, snail mail, do that. Like, it's your own choice. Whatever works for you is great. There's not one set way, so you don't have to do the social media.
Mm-hmm. And there's guides in that we provide to people too, which are really helpful, I think, for jogging your memory. It's called the memory jogger for that reason. So it can help you figure out who can I talk to, and it kind of helps guide you if you are using social media actively, or if you feel like your social media following is not large enough and people don't really maybe care about what you're selling, and you want to do the model a different way. There's obviously different avenues that you can take. So we have guides and stuff that we've created as well to kind of help out.
Yeah. And those are located in your back office.
All right, next question. The products are too expensive. Now, we're going to hear this a lot. Who wants to go first? Because I know my answer.
Well, I think when someone says the products are too expensive, there's a lot of things that I personally spend more money than I would like to admit on. But once I use them, I do it, and I see the benefits and how great I feel and how happy it makes me, that it makes it worth it. Yeah. So I'd rather be paying for something that I know I like, that is good, that works, rather than just shelling out money for stuff that's crap. Like, how many times have...
Give me an example of something you spend. Maybe monthly.
Thanks, Jay.
That's your...
Kryptonite?
Your go-to, but
my go-to.
You're like, I hate it. That's so expensive.
Like, one thing that I hate, but I will continue to go and do, and not everyone's going to be on board with me because I get this from my boyfriend every month, but I like to get my nails done. And I don't need to get them done. It's no benefit to my health. It's more money than I should be spending, but I like having me time, and I feel good, and I think it's fun. I mean, look at these things. It's an expression of myself, and it does, to me, it adds value to my life, so it's worth it for me to go and do that. Yeah. Whereas same thing with supplements. I do take Xendurance products, and it's not because I just work here, but I care about my health, and I've started taking one, and this one works. Let's try this one. Okay, this one works too. Like, I'm gonna spend the money on this because it means something to me.
Yeah, absolutely. My example would be, I love coffee, but and nothing against Keurig or anything like that, but people that use Keurig, it's great. Keep doing it. But I like actually getting the good coffee, but it's expensive.
You do you, boo-boo.
I do. I love the pour over method, and those bags of coffee are not cheap, right? And you need the burr grinder, and you need the pour over, and you need, the
all
pot.
the accessories.
All the accessories. So, but the coffee is the most expensive part, but also it's a quality product. I actually like the taste of it, and it makes me feel better. So that's my monthly thing that I just absolutely hate spending money on, but I like it, and I'm probably not going to stop. So specifically about our products, though, let's talk about our products. You get what you pay for. Exactly my example with coffee. You get what you pay for, and that's just my personal opinion. But we believe that we put the most bioavailable ingredients in our products. Also, a lot of our products are going to be 2-in-1 products, and we even have one that's 3-in-1. So to look at the expense, if you were to really break down those other supplements that you're taking, you could possibly just be taking one of ours, and you can eliminate probably 1 to 2 of those other products you're taking. So, but I go back to the quality first. Ingredients that are expensive, obviously are expensive to us to build the product, but then we have to sell it at a reasonable price, to get that expense back. So that's my answer to that.
Yeah, I think that a lot of times people will start taking the product, they really like the product, and then, for example, we'll use our Immune Boost. And then what I always say is, well, just look at the back of the ingredients, and you can do a simple Google search and put 10 of those ingredients into a shopping cart and see how much it costs. Right. And then our product will be significantly less than that. And I think that's touching on what Ashley and Jason have said about the quality of the ingredients, what we put into it, the time it takes to develop it. You'll also notice that we come out with new products often, but not at the rate of a lot of other companies.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to note that that is not always a bad thing. I think a lot of people, we have this question a lot, is, oh, well, this company came out with 57 flavors last week, but those flavors are not natural. They're not organic. And how much time do you think they actually went into building those products?
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the things to kind of also take note is we actually formulate all of our products. We formulate them. We develop how they taste. We taste test them in here. And trust me, we go through some not great things to make sure that you guys have the best products. So I always kind of try to give them a little bit more information about what goes into our R&D process. I think it makes them feel a little bit more part of the company as well.
Right.
There's a lot of love put into it. It's everything has a purpose.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And that's why we're so passionate about our company and our products. Next question. So someone who's possibly interested, they know about our brand, they've taken our products and or product, but this question came up is like, yeah, kind of interested in doing the business, but also I only just want to take one product. So can I do that?
Oh, yeah. So we should probably preface that in case you don't know and you're watching this, you have to have 100 PV in personal consumption to start earning income. And the reason being is because we want all of our, I guess you call them distributors or team members, to be taking the product as well. So, you know, they know the benefits, they've had firsthand experience, they know what they're selling, they're taking the products, they're a lover of our brand. So if the question about like, oh, I only want to take one product, well, what I would say is, I was like, great, but you probably want to share with some friends too, right? Because you want to give out some stuff for other people, or maybe you want to try another product. You may just like our extreme endurance, you know, because of all of the clinical research behind it and all of the science backed, and you feel really great using it and you're not sore at the gym. But what about the hydro sticks? Because it's like 1 billion degrees in Arizona right now, especially, again, Arizona based, but you know, you would definitely need some hydration, and it is hot.
I'm kidding.
It was hot like 2 weeks
You
ago.
see the sarcasm on my face.
But like the hydro sticks, they come in individual packets, so you could share with friends. There's a lot of different ways that you could get yourself to that point so you can earn income, or then you just save on a discount.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you know you only want one product and you're stuck on that and you don't want to branch out just yet, that's fine. You can still be a team member and get the discount. Like, why not join and get the discount? And then whoever you sign up under, you know, they're going to be getting the commission for that, and you don't have to do anything. So it's a win-win. Like, if you just want one, just do one.
Yeah.
No big deal. NBD.
You guys answered it both perfectly. So, and for those of you who don't know, we built a model that's really innovative, and it's like Amazon Prime. So it's a $95 membership. So you can be just a customer and take advantage of the discount and other perks, and or you can go and refer and earn income. But what Michelle was saying was that in order to earn income, you have to have a 100-point value, which is almost 1-to-1 ratio of $1 to $1. And that would be the point value you need to then earn your commissions if you're referring.
And you need to hit that every month, right,
Every
Jay?
month, correct. Yep. So, awesome. All right, what's next?
On to the next one.
Oh,
It's like in
I
Forgetting
don't know
Sarah
what
Marshall.
to
In
This is what Cooper makes when he's like, you're always eating the microphone.
eating the microphone.
do. I don't know. Well, you see the singers, and they're like super close, and they're super far away, and they're super close.
I know. Singers like
What was that,
literally,
Michelle?
like,
They're super close, and then they're super far away, and then they're super close.
they literally make
Stop
out.
it.
They
We
literally
have
make
to cut
out with the
that
mic.
out.
Yeah.
Like, that's not great. That's not great.
But they like literally do that in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and it's hilarious.
I know, and I didn't notice.
But it's on a green screen, and there's like a different image behind her.
Yes,
so.
there is. Mhm.
That was-
Okay.
oh man. All right.
Can we
ready?
just have it so that like in between questions we're like,
Oh my God, no.
All right. Next question is: I need you to talk to my significant other.
I think that's totally legit, because if I were to do something like this, I would want to talk to my boyfriend first. Even if he wasn't keen on doing the business, I would want to tell him, like, this is what I'm up to. This is what I'm interested in. And also it helps you kind of like practice talking to people about it. And so, yeah, like if you need to talk to your significant other because you're literally starting a business,
Yeah.
okay,
Absolutely.
talk to your significant other and see if
For
he's
sure.
on board,
Yep.
you know,
I
or
had that
she or whatever.
I had that last night. So I had someone say, I'm happily married. I need to talk to the boss. And so I was like, yeah, absolutely. If she has any questions or I need to jump on a call with her, let's do that.
Yeah.
So let's recap everything for her if we need to. But I think it's very important that if, your significant other is a part of this or wants to be a part of this, that, they know everything that they need to know.
Yeah, especially because you guys are a team and you'll be a team doing this together regardless. Even if your significant other doesn't have the time or the energy or is, maybe not as interested in doing the business, you still need a supporter. You still need your support team and your support network to help you through this. So I think doing that, and a great way is if you're in a setting where it's, you're in a meeting with them or you're not like just a quick pass by, I think you could easily say, oh, that's great. I totally think that's a great idea. If you want, you can just get them on a call. So I'm happy to explain the opportunity to them as well. Because if it's the first time that you're explaining this to someone, it's like the telephone game. They might go home and not really know how to explain it well and may scare them off or may be like, that doesn't sound like something normal, so you may not explain it right the first time. So it's a good idea to maybe say to the person, get your significant on their phone so I can explain to them really easily and quickly, and then you guys can discuss at home together, but that way you both have the information and then just go home and talk to each other about it. I think that's a good way. That way you're getting the correct message across to the significant other.
And also to note, if you are married, you can only have one in the household. All right. Number 10, last question.
Last question.
I don't know if this is the hardest or the easiest.
I
I just don't want to do it.
Okay, bye. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
No, this is good. I mean, this can be a really difficult question to answer. Or maybe it's a statement from them that you just don't know how to handle it. So, I mean, I'll go first.
Go first.
Yeah, do it.
Take it away, Jay.
Let's
I would then move to the referral
It's a great
question.
one.
Do you know anyone that would be interested, or do you know anyone that is active, as an athlete or in sport or takes vitamins or takes supplements? I would go that route.
But then what if they say, no, I don't want you soliciting my friends?
I would then continue to walk away.
Well, I mean, I think one of the I know we've talked
I
about
would
this
walk
before.
away.
No, I know, but we can go back and forth on that. Like, I know this is our skeptic girl over here.
Yeah, I'm
But-
very skeptic.
Yeah, they could come back and say, no, I don't want to refer, but I'm saying just from that initial question of them saying, I don't want to do it, then I would then ask back, do you know anyone that is interested? So if they did shoot back and say, I don't want to refer, then I believe at that moment it's probably over.
Yeah. But also, we've talked about this before, Jay, where you've posed the question, okay, you're not interested, you don't want to do it. Can I reach out to you again in like 6 months or so just to touch base and let you know how I'm doing? And maybe they'll say sure.
I did say that, so thank you for
You're
refreshing
welcome.
my memory. So.
But it's a great point, because 6 months, they're not really going to remember. And if you reach back out to them, maybe their mind has changed. Maybe it's a different point in their life and it does work for them.
Yeah.
And maybe they've seen the success that you have been having.
Yeah.
So if they see you being successful, they may be like, Ashley,
Maybe I
reached
should
out
give
to
it a
me about
shot.
that before. Maybe I should give this a shot. I've seen that person has success. Why can't I have success?
Yeah.
I definitely think that's great. And I love the referral comment. And I also would follow up and be like, that's fine. You don't have to, but I know that you take the products, or maybe you'd like to try the products, so you can always get a discount, always get free shipping. So just keep that in your back pocket if you ever decide that you want to just take the products in general.
Yeah. And I think also this is common sense, but if someone says no, they don't want to do it, and you can read that they're really not into it, just be respectful and say, okay, like,
Yeah.
no worries,
absolutely.
bro.
Yeah.
Totally. All right, let's recap that question really quick. I don't want to do it. I would go into asking the question of, do you know that you could refer that would want to do this? And if they say, no, I don't want to give you my network or refer anyone that I know, and then I would again follow up with, do you mind if I reach out to you in 3-6 months to kind of just show you where I'm at with this? And I think what that shows is that you're consistent, your belief level's up, and that you're continuing to do it, where they're going to be like, oh, that person's going to give up in 3 months or 6 months.
Totally.
And they're going to be like, I was right. But if you come back in 6 months with success and you're continuing to do it, and you can show them that, hey, there may be an opportunity.
Success breeds success.
Yes.
Totally.
Or something.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay.
That's all the questions. Do you guys have anything else you want to? Any questions that you guys get, Ashley? You deal with a lot of customer service stuff. Do you
I mean,
get any good questions?
I think
would be
people,
helpful?
I mean, the main thing that I see is people don't know about the program. So number one is just really familiarizing yourself with it so that you can tell people about it, because to a lot of people, this is new, this is scary, especially if you're talking to different generations, they might not be familiar with it. So use your back office, use all of the tools that are in there so that if any of these questions do arise, you've already got your toolbox full. You can answer these questions. You can answer different questions. Education is the key here, because people just don't know. People don't know what they want to know, you know?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
talk about it.
And don't be afraid to reach out to the person that talked to you about Team XND, or the person that told you to join, or the person that signed you up. Don't be afraid to reach out to them and ask them questions and have them help guide you, because they probably have some really good experience. And also don't be afraid to reach out to us at headquarters. You know, we're here to help you. We're here to support you. And we're also here to guide you to a mentor, or to someone to help you more ongoing. I definitely think that's a huge thing. So don't be afraid to ever reach out. No question is a stupid question. And I think that it's really important to just keep educating yourself on not just the products, but how you can share the opportunity, or even just share the discount with people.
Everybody loves a discount. And if you do have questions that you're not sure how to answer, reach out to info@xendurance.com.
Perfect.